And as well,
Yeah.
doing all the great coaching, you've also been working on a few other projects, and one of them is the Esports Boxing Club. What can you tell me about that?
It's just an unbelievable project to be a part of. I mean, I first had a meeting, it's just over a year ago now, with the guys at Steel City Interactive, and they told me they've been working on this a year prior to this. So it's over 2 years this project's been underway, and it's just going from strength to strength. You know, when I first sat down with the guys and they told me their vision, you told me their ambition, and they told me what they want to achieve in a boxing game, I was head first straight involved, honestly. And you know, you've probably been looking at the guys we've been signing over the last few weeks who's a part of the game, and honestly, I can tell you from now, it's only going to get better and better and better.
And so the thing that is so good about the game is so much demand for it. Everyone's been wanting a game for ages. And when you were releasing all the boxes, I was just thinking, so like, say you had Floyd Mayweather in the game. I don't know if you were Floyd. Have the Pretty Boy version of him or Floyd Moneymayweather? Would you have the boxer in their prime, or do the boxer in a bit past their best? Like, what version of the boxers do you have? Will you have in the game?
It's hard to see. I mean, it's been revealed that a lot of professional fighters are supporting the game by doing mocap. You know, coming in and working the styles out, getting the styles right. You know, it's great. It's great that there's so many professionals want to help us out. Sonny Edwards, Charlie Edwards. You know, I've helped the game. You know, working different styles and things like that. So the fighters are helping the game and getting it as much as realistic as possible. And if you look at some of the clips, what we've been doing so far, we're not going far wrong now. So whether it's the Money Mayweather or Pretty Boy Mayweather, it's getting that balance, that in between where you think, do you know what? I did see Floyd box like that, or um, I did see Roy Jones Jr. fight like that. You know, it's great. Or we did see Terence Crawford like that, like fight like that. So it's great that we've got that balance where where the fighters are going to have some more realistic styles than other styles.
And then, so how do you actually go about asking boxers to be in the game, or do most of them just come to you?
So it's difficult, you know, getting fighters involved. You know, we have approached a lot of fighters. A lot of fighters have seen what we've done and have approached Steel City Interactive. So again, this is another thing what's just snowballed and snowballed. And honestly, it's just, you know, I've had a few conversations today, and honestly, it's blown my mind on the things what's going to be happening with the game in the next month or two. It's great, but it's like you say. I mean, there's not been a game for what is it, 11
Yeah,
years
I
now?
think it's like 10-year
Is
anniversary.
it 10 years?
Anniversary.
2011 fight night. Yeah, and it's crazy because boxing's a big demand. Boxing's a quality sport. It's a great combat sport. I know EA Sport have been concentrating on the UFC for the last few years, and which is great for us because it's left a massive market, you know, for people crying out for a new boxing game. So we're taking our time. We're getting things right. I know people are crying out for the release, but we want to release it when we know it's the best possible game that can be.
And when do you think the release date will be? Do you think by the end of the year, Christmas time, maybe?
Yeah, it's going to be before the end of the year. It's going to be
Perfect. That's
before the
good.
end of the year, definitely. Can't say too much more, but it's definitely going to be before the end of the year. Early access first on PC, and then later released on all other consoles.
Perfect. So I've got a list here I did before the notes of boxes. So let's read through them. You say yes if they're in the game and no if they're not,
Yeah.
or say don't know if you're not really allowed to say. So
Oh, don't know if I don't. Don't know if I know, but it's not been released yet.
Annie Joshua be in the game.
Hopefully.
Tyson Fury.
Hopefully. I mean, wow.
Muhammad Ali.
Hopefully. Wow.
Roy Jones.
Roy Jones is in.
Jake Paul. Oh,
Jake
there's
Paul.
lots of
Is
subscribers
he
to
a
that.
boxer? Is he a boxer or just a YouTuber?
I know, but if you did put him in the game, yeah, you probably would get a few more buys.
Oh mate, look at the following Jake Paul's got on his YouTube channel and everything like that. It's massive, massive.
It's crazy. What about Ryan Garcia?
Ryan Garcia, we'd love to get Ryan Garcia in the game.
Luke Campbell?
Luke Campbell is another one. We'd love to get Luke Campbell in the game.
Teofimo Lopez?
Teofimo Lopez, another one. Quality. Would love to get Teofimo in the game.
And Gabriel Rosado?
Another one. Love to get these guys in the game.
Sorry, that's my bad. I think you do have him in the game. I saw.
He's already in the game, Rosado, isn't he? Yeah, he is.
Just one more. Mike Tyson.
Crazy. We'd love to get Mike in the game. Listen, all I can say is we're talking to future champions. We're talking to current world champions. We're talking to, past world champions. We're talking to as many fighters, quality fighters that want to be in the game and we think is going to be good for the game. But what I can say is the game is going to grow and grow and grow. So shout out to ESBC, Steel City Interactive. Dean at Empire Pro Tape has done massive things for the game. His contacts in the game has been great. So honestly, this has been one of the most exciting projects because I can see the demand. Anything what gets said about the game just blows up. It just blows up because so many people are craving and look, lockdown. Imagine we'd have brought this game out early last year. Imagine the sales. Imagine what we'd have done in the, but is what it is. The time is right. The time is going to be right when it is ready to come out. But honestly, it's just going to get better and better and better.
And when you released the image of that WBC belt, that went crazy. That was really good.
Unbelievable.
I saw the Ring magazine. They're associated with the game. Will the Ring magazine belt be in it?
So the Ring, I'm almost positive the Ring magazine's involved in the game as too. The Ring's definitely involved, but I'm not sure how far regarding the Ring magazine belt. I'm sure the Ring magazine will be online, not as much as where the competitions will be and you'll be able to win a WBC belt. I think that's going to be just for the WBC, but the Ring magazine will be online as well.
And if anyone one more question before I take up too much of the time, will boxing interviewers be in the game?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
That is true. Definitely happening.
Make sure you get Fred Talks Fighting in.